Never start believing a man is serious just because he says the right things. You've heard it all before, right? The sweet words, the promises of a future together, and the endless compliments. But here's the question that many women overlook. Is he actually showing you he's serious, or are you just hearing what you want to hear? Here's the uncomfortable truth. If he's not doing these 8 things, he's probably not as serious about you as you think. Stick around, because if you miss even one of these, you could end up wasting your time. Number 1, he makes time for you. Here's the key difference between a man who's serious about you and one who isn't. The serious man makes time for you. He doesn't just give you the leftovers of his day. He prioritizes you because you matter to him. It doesn't mean he'll have endless hours to spend with you every day, but even in a packed schedule, he will find time. Maybe it's meeting for lunch or calling you before bed or planning weekend activities together. The important thing is that you're not left guessing when you'll see him next because he makes it clear. A man who is serious will plan ahead, not just hit you up at the last minute. When you're someone's priority, they don't leave your plans up in the air. He won't make you feel like an afterthought. He won't say things like, "Let me see if I have time for you," or "Maybe we can hang out if I'm not too tired." No, a serious man commits to seeing you and sticks to it. And let's be real for a second, men who aren't serious will often use their busy schedules as an excuse. They'll say they're too busy to make plans, but that's rarely the truth. When someone cares, they make the time. If he's constantly too busy, it's time to ask yourself if he's really that invested. Number 2, he includes you in his future plans. A man who is serious about you doesn't just focus on the present, he includes you in his future. This could be in small ways at first, like planning a trip a few months ahead, but it builds up over time. Eventually, it extends to bigger things. Talks of a future together, what your life might look like in a year, or even longer down the road. Think about it. If he's serious about you, he's not going to keep you at a distance when it comes to his future. He'll start using language like "we" instead of "I." He'll say things like, "We should go there next summer," or "When we move in together, we should." This isn't just about the words he uses, it's about how naturally you fit into his long-term plans. When a man sees you as part of his future, he'll make sure you know it. And not just through vague promises, but through actual steps. Maybe he introduces you to important people in his life, his family, his close friends, people who really matter to him. Maybe he starts involving you in decisions that affect the both of you, like discussing living arrangements, finances, or career plans. Let's get specific here. Has he mentioned you to his family? Has he made an effort to introduce you to his closest friends? These are big markers that show whether he's integrating you into his life or keeping you at arm's length. A man who sees a future with you won't shy away from these milestones. Number 3, he respects your boundaries. When a guy is truly invested, he will respect your boundaries, whether they are emotional, physical, or mental. Emotional boundaries could mean respecting your need for space when you're feeling overwhelmed. It could mean listening to you without interrupting or minimizing your feelings. Physical boundaries could mean not pressuring you to do things you're uncomfortable with. A man who is serious will never push you past your limits or make you feel guilty for having boundaries. A key sign of maturity in a man is his ability to respect those boundaries, even when it's inconvenient for him. When he's serious, he understands that respect is non-negotiable. He knows that a healthy relationship requires trust, and trust is built by respecting each other's needs and limits. So, if you're with someone who doesn't take your boundaries seriously or constantly tries to push you beyond your comfort zone, it's time to reassess whether he's truly invested in you. Number 4, he supports your goals and dreams. A man who is serious about you won't just support your relationship, he'll support you as an individual. He'll be interested in your goals, your ambitions, and your dreams. He won't feel threatened by your success. Instead, he'll celebrate it. When you achieve something, he'll be the first to congratulate you. And when you face challenges, he'll be there to help you through them. When a man is serious, he understands that the relationship isn't just about him. He knows that part of loving someone is helping them become the best version of themselves. He doesn't hold you back or make you feel like you have to choose between your dreams and the relationship. This kind of support can take many forms. Maybe he encourages you to go back to school, pursue a career change, or start a new hobby. He's there for the small wins and the big ones, and he doesn't feel like your success somehow diminishes him. If anything, he's proud of you and wants to see you thrive. Think about this for a second. Is the man you're with genuinely interested in your personal growth? Does he ask about your dreams and support you in reaching them? Or does he get dismissive or indifferent? A man who's serious about you sees your success as part of the success of the relationship as a whole. Number 5, he communicates openly and honestly. A man who is invested in you will be open and honest in his communication. He won't leave you guessing about how he feels or where you stand in the relationship. Instead, he'll make an effort to be clear and transparent even when the conversations are difficult. A man who is serious won't shy away from having tough conversations. Whether it's about something that's bothering him or an issue you've raised, he'll face it head on instead of brushing it under the rug. He won't play mind games or try to manipulate the situation to avoid conflict. This doesn't mean he'll be perfect in every conversation, but what it does mean is that he'll try. He'll listen to you, he'll share his thoughts, and he'll work through challenges with you. If he's constantly dodging meaningful conversations or refuses to open up about his thoughts and feelings, it's a sign that he's not fully committed. A serious relationship requires vulnerability, and that means being willing to talk about the things that really matter. Number 6, he shows up when it matters. When a man is serious about you, he shows up physically, emotionally, and mentally, especially when it matters most. And showing up isn't just about being physically present, it's about being there for you during both the highs and the lows. Life isn't always smooth sailing. There will be times when things get tough, whether it's personal struggles, family problems, or unexpected challenges. A man who is serious about you won't disappear when the going gets tough. He'll be there to offer support even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient for him. Think about this. When you're going through something difficult, is he there to listen and provide comfort, or does he distance himself? Does he offer help or solutions when you're feeling overwhelmed, or does he seem to withdraw? A serious man understands that relationships aren't just about enjoying the good times, they're also about sticking together during the hard ones. If he's serious, he'll show up, no matter what. If he disappears when things get hard, it's time to question his commitment. Number 7, he compromises without holding grudges. In every relationship, there will be disagreements and differences. But how a man handles these moments of conflict tells you a lot about whether he's truly serious about you. A man who is serious will be willing to compromise, not just to win the argument, but to find a solution that works for both of you. A serious man understands that a healthy relationship is about balance. He won't hold grudges or bring up past disagreements as ammunition during future arguments. Instead, he'll work through the issue with you, then let it go. Maybe you and your partner have different tastes in how you spend your free time. He prefers a quiet night in while you love going out with friends. A man who's serious about the relationship will find a middle ground. He might stay in with you one night and then suggest a fun activity for the next weekend. The point is, he's willing to meet you halfway because your happiness matters to him. But here's where it gets tricky. A man who's not serious might pretend to compromise in the moment, but later, he'll throw it back in your face. He'll say things like, "Well, I let you have your way last time, so now it's my turn." Or, "I always do things for you, but what about me?" This type of behavior is a huge red flag. It shows that he's more interested in keeping score than actually making the relationship work. Number 8, he consistently makes you feel secure. A man who is serious about you will make you feel secure. This security comes in many forms: emotional security, physical security, and even financial security. You'll never have to question where you stand with him because his actions consistently reassure you of his commitment. A serious man won't leave you questioning whether he's truly invested. He'll be consistent in his behavior, his communication, and his efforts. You won't feel like you're walking on eggshells, constantly wondering if he's going to pull away or disappear. Instead, you'll feel grounded in the relationship, knowing that he's in it for the long haul. A man who is serious about you will respect your space and your physical boundaries. But more than that, he'll also make sure that you feel safe when you're with him. Whether it's walking you to your car late at night or standing up for you when someone disrespects you, he takes steps to protect you because he cares. Financial security doesn't mean he has to be wealthy or shower you with expensive gifts. It's about him being responsible and reliable. If you're building a future together, he'll make sure that the two of you are on the same page financially. He won't hide things from you or make reckless decisions that could jeopardize your future together. Instead, he'll work with you to build a stable and secure life. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more valuable relationship content with you soon.